They'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Here's the option going right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
To throw is Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create.
Thank you.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And they'll go on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And to give this time to the tailback. He juked him. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, you can't teach that. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And they'll run it here. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Brandon Flowers, the cornerback, there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. A chance for us to look at this Chargers defense again. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed it. Totally missed it.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. On his way to...
Yeah, that way.
Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, the spin.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time to step aside. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They send Green to the left on his own. Bortles now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julius Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
Now, Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Green's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now.
All right, yeah.
Now the return, Rashad Green. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. So back-to-back games here of great production, and just, you know, his cuts. They're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do, but I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Bortles to throw on second down. Well, the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I don't get it when they push them back a lot of yards back.
It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Yeah, the injury on the truck.
Called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers, their defense heading back out there. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. And with that carry, he has done it. He breaks the single-game rushing record.
How about doing it in the spotlight of our game? How wonderful is that to see all those yards accumulated, culminating in a brand new NFL record.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. 1st and goal here from the 9. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
I got him in the end zone.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So an extra defensive back on the field. They need a stop here on 3rd and goal. Now Bortles. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
Wait. Yeah, that way.
A great effort. And they give this time to the tailback. A beautiful fake. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Look at the spin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for San Diego, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from San Diego.
Hashtag beat Baltimore. Yeah. Yeah, y'all will be awesome. I will be uploading videos every Saturday. Upload Friday, Saturday. Actually Thursday, Saturday, Friday. YouTube. This. I know definitely Saturday I can upload, but Thursday, Friday, or Friday I know I can.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The story of their last game was the ridiculous amount of time this guy spent in the end zone. Anytime he got a sniff of the goal line, he punched it in. All his touchdowns carried them to the win. Can he do it again here? It's the Ravens going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Larry. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double dip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. What a spin. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them, but for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A huge loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Well, we all know that the instinct is to fight for every possible yard and try and pick something up. But every now and then, you've got to know when to turn off your instinct. Okay, in this situation, find a way to go down and save some yardage. I mean, quarterbacks do it all the time, right? Play up, we don't have it, just take the sack, fight for another down. In this case, though, he kept trying to make something happen, and that loss of yardage, it changes field position, changes everything you're trying to do on offense, really puts him in a bad spot.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Green to bring it back. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brief break in the action here. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Cut back to the left. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with touchdown.